Thought I'd fire up the dash cam one more time. Goodbye to the Rockies. And on to who knows where, but it's eastbound and down. I'm taking the road less traveled. Good morning. That is a whole lot of nothing in front of me. Although I do see cars. Rush, Colorado. Don't blink and you'll miss it. At a cafe and a church. Cafe and a church. 60 miles to Wild Horse. Ride the Wild Horse. Let me tell you something. Oh, those buildings over there, it's the first thing I've seen in about 10 miles. I was talking to my dad for about 15 minutes, and aside from a state road crossroads, this has been it. A whole lot of grass. But hey, the road curves there. There's a couple hills. After miles and miles of nothing, I see traffic. I see traffic. How about that? Cheyenne County, Colorado. I see big trucks. Oh boy. Well, I have to pee. Moo. So, I'm glad I'm getting to a main road. Gotta be US 40, right? So let's see. Let's see what it is. All trucks, commercial vehicles, stop ahead. Ooh, there is some commercial vehicle. It's a checkpoint. Yep. Junction US 40 and 287. So we are going Route 40 east. I have a possible date in Oklahoma City, but the thought of taking US 40 from here to my childhood home in Pennsylvania is tempting. There's an old road with a cowboy. The old road goes that way. Welcome to Wild Horse. Yep. The town, quote unquote, is there on the old road. Post office. If you want to ride the Wild Horse. Kid Carson 13. I hope to be able to stop for a pee break and maybe even lunch in Kit Carson, Colorado. Woohoo! Or is that Kansas? I don't know. It's probably still Colorado. But look at this new concrete. Get on with your bad self, Colorado. Spend that weed money, baby. US 40, US 287. We are coming up, I believe 287 splits south here, and I believe this is the town of Kit Carson. Woohoo! So I'm definitely stopping at Kit Carson, at least to take a leak, but more importantly to evaluate and decide whether I'm staying on 40 or if I'm dipping south. I gotta see where this 287 goes. And make a decision. But first civilization, I'm 110 miles in. I've only seen a couple little towns. But here we are, Kit Carson, elevation 4285. And my nose isn't bleeding anymore from the elevation. Yes, I'm slowing down. Thank you. Well, there's an old-fashioned tourist trappy kind of restaurant. Trading Post. Kit Carson Trading Post and restaurant. Doesn't look open. Don't look too open to me. So, yeah, we'll ride with it here. We'll do a little. Fire department. Thank you for your service, firemen. Respect. There's got to be a fueling stop up here. He's packed to the gills. I could never travel that way. The Kit Carson Inn. Oh, there, if you want to, there's fine accommodations. That's cool. Kit Carson Museum. Well, far out, man. So this really is Kit Carson, like Kit Carson, where the West begins. Does that mean I'm no longer West? I guess you're right. For lease. Fuel. That's not the fuel stop I was looking for. Is that it? A little thing there. Motel. Well, that looks like it has a little restaurant attached to it. No sign. That's it? I needed a pee break. It's Cheyenne Wells, 25 Burlington 63, East 40 South 287. Oh, I'm not to the junction yet. Lots of trucks. Oh my God, the junction is just the junction. Well, on a split, all the trucks are going on 287. So I'm going to East 40. Because I'm not going where the trucks are going. I'm going where nobody else is going. I see a town. So the last town in Colorado. I think I'm going to go south from here. It's US 40 into Kansas, joins up with 70 and goes to Kansas City. I'm not sure I want to do that. I think I might just go south to 50 without even thinking about it. Keep Oklahoma City in play, but then go a little south. At least I think this is going to be the town. Yeah, it looks like it. So, we'll be back in a second. We'll see where we're at. Derek's LP Services, Cheyenne Wells, 1890. Welcome to Cheyenne Wells, 1890. A lot of RVs over there. Alright, I better slow down. I don't want any Colorado sheriffs. So I sure hope there's a place I can stop here. There's some map. Let's see. The town looks like it's across the railroad tracks. Elevation 4296, dropping slightly every time. But yeah, the town is definitely on the other side of the tracks there. So I guess I'll have to dump in. And that looks like the main road into town. Sure is. It says museum, business district. So I need to do business. Well, there's a park there. I bet there's a bathroom there if worse comes to worse. So let's see what we got here. We'll roll with this camera. Ooh, nice new paving. There's a park. Across the railroad tracks. And let's see what we got up here. Maybe I can grab a quick lunch. Museum Business District, 1st Street. So we'll go this way. Church. I see bear paws. So that must be the local high school. Dip. Another church. Radio tower. Ooh. Hey, I see a town. I see something. The museum's over there. Whatever that is. The town museum. Cheyenne Wells looks like the town hall. Fire department. Shout out to all the firemen. 385 West 40. Okay. That's 385 I just crossed over. So I think what I'm going to take south. But Eastern Colorado Bank. Is there even a gas station in town? Oh no. There's a hardware store. A couple shops. The Gap Pool Video Games Pizza. Bar. Services. There's a car wash. There's a real estate agency. There's a funeral home. Is that a grocery store? Might be. It is. It's a grocery store. No stop for right turn. Oh boy. Huh? I see a there's a Dollar General. I may have to take it. Wait, I see a Chevron. I think I see a gas station. I see a Dollar General and I see a gas station. Well, there's a gas station here. I'll take it. All right. We're gonna go south on 395. Well, I gotta make sure. Now, hold on. But got myself a little stromboli thingy, a carne asada and cheese burrito, and okay, is 395 there? Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go south on 395. Provided I can see alongside here that there's nobody coming behind me. But we're gonna take State Route 96 into Kansas, and head towards State Route 96. Goes through the center of Kansas and dips a little south to Wichita. So that's what I'm gonna do. So don't mind me bluff. You see what you see here? That's what we've been seeing here. So yeah, I don't want to get to 40. I don't want to do interstate in Kansas City. I mean, I may regret that. I may regret that. Uh-oh. You know what? Road closed 26 miles ahead. Well, there you go. that changed that decision. Hey, I found a town. What is this, 387 South? I have no idea what town this is. I have to look at a map. It really, I don't think is a town. I think it's more like just a bunch of silos. Sheridan Lake Bible Church welcomes you. All right, Sheridan Lake, Colorado. We are just, we are close to the Kansas line. And, yeah, there's a few houses, grain silos. This is the big spot. Well, let me see. This may be where I'm making my turn, actually, to head towards Wichita. It is. It is. Sand Creek Massacre National Historic Site. Shout out. Yep, East 96. That's what I want. So, okay. All right, firing up the dash cam. I don't know how much I have left on this SD card, so I'll go till it ends. But we're almost to the Kansas state line. This is State Route 96, Colorado, which becomes State Route 96, Kansas, which goes due east through the smack dab center of effing Kansas, which is the smack dab center of the effing country, and then dips a little bit southeast towards Wichita, which is the goal for the day. Hope I make it. Even if I drive at night, I don't know how many miles it is. I'm not doing things, so. This is pretty much what I've seen ever since I left Colorado Springs, really. So you're not missing anything. So we'll go, hopefully I have enough SD card to the state line, and we'll go till the SD card ends, and then I'll hit back with the little cam, with the action cam. Pardon the bugs on the window. I'm not stopping to change it. It is 12:43 Mountain Daylight Time, soon to be 1:43 Central Daylight Time. I've probably only got about till 7:30-ish to make Wichita. Main Street. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna take that main street. Just a couple more silos. But First, Second, and Third Street. Tribune, Scott City. Scotty! Wait a minute. Was I in Scott City? I think I was. Yeah, that's a real town. We're good. That was the town I think I crossed northbound, heading to 70. We're north of Dodge. We'll be north of Dodge City, which obviously I'm not going through Dodge City again. Nor do I feel like going all the way south into the Oklahoma Panhandle. I thought of that. If I had taken the southern route from Moab, I would have. But I'm really glad I'm really glad I went north from Moab. Those drives were fabulous. And the plate and the much as I am not a Love's fan, that truck stop there had a beautiful view and a really comfortable place to car camp. I wasn't the only one. There were probably about maybe up to a dozen vehicles that were there when I went to sleep, that were there in the morning. And oh, those views on 7. Oh, Kansas! I don't think we're in Colorado anymore. Welcome to Kansas. I missed the screenshot, but that's okay. And the road is better. Anybody see the speed limit sign? East Bike Route 76. Might be part of the National Bike Route. Navigation says 65, so we'll steady as she goes. So next stop then should be Scott City. I'll clean off the windshield. Maybe I'll even change out. Maybe we'll just ride this one. Actually, I'll kill the video here now that we crossed the line. I'll save it for the town, plug in for the towns, because what you're seeing now is what you're going to see for the next couple 100 miles. So be back when I see something other than grain. Plugged in, a speed zone ahead means something's here. More grain silos. Tribune city limit. Well, there's real gas stations here, but I think I'm going to wait till Scott City. That's about another 40 miles, so I'm not panicking now. And I don't know what Syrex is. I think I recall at the junction of Scott City. There was a Shell. So before I sign off, I'm coming out of this town. The carne asada burrito I had back up Route 40 and 395. Not bad. Flavorful. A little bit of tingle in the mouth. If you're a fan of spice, to add hot sauce, but for my GERD sensitive stomach, I think that was just fine. Good choice. All right. Well, this is a unique looking road. Did I take the same? Yep. Okay. My GPS, my navigation says I'm on the same road. That's an interesting center lane marker there. Right. Must be the main road. Oh, look at all that. Ah, hey! Alright. See you from Scott City, Kansas. Just entered Wichita County, Kansas, which surprises me because I thought Wichita was a long way away. We are now in Central Time Zone, so it is now 2:15 Central Daylight Time. And boy, the pavement improved. So far, smooth riding on the back roads of Kansas. Selkirk Brain Tower. Heading to Scott City. So Wichita County must be like half of the state. Or Wichita County's in the western half of the state and the city of Wichita's in the eastern. Yeah, I'm confused. Now, I've got all of Kansas to think about it. Time to plug in. I see a town. You can always tell on the horizon because there's clumps of just regular deciduous trees that you're not seeing out here. And you see it on the horizon. There's usually a grain tower, but the water tower's a giveaway too. It's like, okay, there's a town here. Must be the aforementioned Scott City. Oops. Maybe it's Wichita County. Leoti city limit. Leoti, Kansas. Well, hi there. A nice broad boulevard. All in concrete. Fancy. Little town. Looks like the same fueling option as was at the last crossroads. Maybe the local regional brand. Kansas 25. This looks like that might be the main street. Scott City straight ahead. Senex. Make it a great day. I am making it a great day. Thank you. Yep, the town is to the left there. Yep. out the back. No hookups, I don't think. Actually, it looks pretty clean. Dairy King, oh, Phillips 66, $297. I'll probably take Phillips 66. I did it one time. Wichita County Fair. July 30th. So, yeah, that's the county seat of Wichita County. So, interesting. So, yeah, there's a Wichita County in the west and a Wichita City in the east. Interesting. Scott City 24. Oh, look. I always have to have the camera on when the Dollar General's here. Alright, 24 miles, I can do that, but I'm definitely fueling in Scott City. And cleaning the bugs. See you there. Ah, I just came through about a couple miles of cattle feed yards. Woo! And all the byproducts, shall we say, drains into ponds that are right off the road, and it smells like a latrine through here. Oh! Woo! I'll leave it on because it looks like we're at Scotty City. But wow, that smell is still lingering in my. Good thing I wasn't having lunch then. Man, I gotta cleanse the palate. Oh, that was I was like being locked in one of those mountain outhouses. Oof, still smelling it. It is. I don't think it's from the truck in front of me. I'm pretty sure it was from all those feed yards, because it drained into ponds that look like sewage treatment ponds. Oofa. But we'll lay back behind these trucks. Town's coming up. I need fuel. Not worth the pass. 88 degrees. Approaching Scott City, Kansas. At 2:43 p.m. Central Daylight Time. So, time to get the body clock readjusted. Actually, it's not been too bad. When you're doing a couple days in each time zone, really haven't had much of an adjustment. I've been getting up somewhere near dawn. I've been going to bed somewhere right after dusk. And if I get up, when it's dark, usually it's a little early. Well, I think we're getting to Scott City. These towns, I said, water tower, trees, silos. It's definitely a town, but you can see them from so far away. That might have been eight miles out. Still may have a couple miles till I get there. See a long way on these flats, especially if you get a little rise, got a little hill. You see probably 10 miles. The last couple days, last few days, not a cloud in the sky. Ever since I got out of that, the weather on the not so loneliest road, the loneliest road in America, sorta. Then the next video will be the Ely to where I stopped at the, that's the loneliest road in America. Now he's turning. Oh, there's cars coming. No, the truck got by him. There's cars coming. We'll stay with it. I'll let him turn up here because we're coming into town. You're turning in the power station, substation? Okay. Scott City, city limit. Welcome to Scott City. I'll keep it going through here because I think I'll have to check. I don't think I stopped here, but I do think where those trucks are crossing up there was my northbound route out of Dodge City up to 70, which means I am crossing over the westbound route heading east. Well, I definitely need is some. I'm at a half a tank. I need real fuel. And I better check. US 83. Was I on US 83? I was on a Kansas route, so maybe this isn't the place where I crossed. Good. I need a stop. Anyway. Well, once again, I've made an ass of myself. This is not crossing. Nest City is where the 96 crosses. We are still west of Dodge City. So let's continue east and say adieu to Scott City and head towards Nest City, which is where I did cross through going north and west. Also, I've learned, and I learned that when I was camping on the way up, dead bugs on my car attract a lot of live bugs, and they're quite active. And when I stopped here for fuel, was there an interesting smorgasbord of insects plastered, and still I scraped as many off as I could. I'll have to get, so if I'm car camping tonight, especially in some place that's rural, I've got to find at least a spray off car wash. I've got a ton of quarters left over from the laundromat. Okay. And I'm sure when I get to the next stop, there'll be even more bugs plastered. Because, wow. 86. My car says 93. I'll go with the phone, 86. So the real temp, somewhere in between 3 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Let's keep blowing across Kansas. I'll keep the video going until I go over the crest, and let's see if there's anything when we get over the crest other than cornfields. My guess is no. Good road though. I'll give Kansas credit, and I did it on the way through too. Roads were good. Yeah, pretty much more of the same. See you at the next town. Never mind the truck I'm closing quickly on. I see towers. I see a water tower. I see trees. I see a pump. We must be approaching another town. Let's see what we got. Even though we'll get to see it from the ass end of a truck. Because I'm not going to be able to pass him. There's a car coming. We'll be in town. So, I'll slow down, lay back, and see what we got. Yep. He was braking. Not as desolate, actually. You know, every few miles there's a house, little farm. Kansas Department of Transportation. And the towns are a little closer together. I noticed that the last time through Kansas. A lot of empty farmland, but the towns were actually, I don't know, pretty evenly spaced apart, maybe every 15, 20 miles, so no big deal. Kind of like the South. Quite this. Oh, off to my left is quite the grandstand. Must be a racing track. That's a really high grandstand. Unless that's a high school football. Could be. Alright. Probably the seat of Lake County. Skunk Depew? Dighton? Yeah, I would go Dighton. D-I-G-H-T-O-N. Welcomes you with a lot of farm tractors. Look at those big farm. Look at all that. Oh. Got all the heavy machinery. Everything to run your farm. Bumper to bumper auto parts. Nice little houses. Lane County Medical Clinic, big time hospital. Not. Hey, that's actually a town. Hey, ooh, it's a breezy 89. 89 low humidity degrees. I'm loving it. Coffee bar. I'm good. I've had plenty of coffee today. Still open. They're open till 4. The truck left. Nest City forward. Oh shoot. National Bank, drive up close, the Quick Shop, the Dighton Herald, Black Dog Bar and Grill, Town Hall, S&T Telephone, School Zone, which is the same as the speed limit through town. Yep, not a lot. Used to be bigger. Used to be more things. Go Hornets! A couple things that are new construction. Alright. Hey! Little ice cream place, fried chicken I saw. The fried chicken is a specialty. The Dighton Bowl, a bowling alley. So there's vehicles there, maybe the bowling alley, and of course, as we're leaving town, you just can't get away from it. You know it, you love it. I can't do a drinking game anymore because I'll kill the few subscribers I have. Dollar General as I leave town. Dighton, Kansas, everybody. Back off to the farmland. The next town is indeed where I crossed north on my northwest trip, so we will intercept in the next town. I wish I were the lead car at this one-lane construction stop. About 5 minutes ago, one car came by, but haven't seen anything else come down here. But the flag person, I can't tell if it's male or female, but there's quite the long locks. And I wish I was the lead car, because the flag bearer, the stop sign bearer, is putting on quite a show. Although, of course, now that I turn the camera on, it's just like looking at his phone, his or her. Tough to tell with, could that be a scarf? Is that dreadlocks? I don't know. I don't know. For some line painting. water tower. I see a town. Quite the long area of one-lane highway. Construction workers. Well, let's keep it here. Hopefully that's one of the last times I blow my nose, but I doubt it. We are coming into, I believe, Nest City, which is the town I went through. So the only town on the trip that I anticipate, aside from home, and usually when I go home I come in on 75, so I don't even go home the way I come out. So this should be the only town on the trip that I've visited twice. And of all places, in this country, on this trip, is it? Okay, North Fort Walnut Creek. Nope, there's the city sign on the other side. I see it. Here it is. Welcome to Ness City, Kansas. And I'll screenshot that because I said it's the only town that I've been through twice. Once south to north, now west to east. Four o'clock and 90 degrees. Getting a little tired. It's a little early to call it, and there's not really, well, streets. There's the county courthouse. That's cool. Yep. US 283. Here's the crossroads that I crossed over about 10 days ago. It was Friday before last Friday. So 13 days ago, man, 13 days ago. 13 days ago, I crossed that intersection northbound. Didn't stop then. Not stopping now. Oh, wait, frigid cream. Nah, I'm not stopping. A couple bikes, cross-country bikers. That's the first ones I've seen on this bike route. Nest City Schools, Eagle Territory. Go Eagles! Oh, high school football practice on as we speak. Big game tomorrow night. Yep. The Family Dollar was on that the west side of town. That obviously means the Dollar General is on the east side of town. Drink up! Oh wait, I said I wasn't going to do that. Well, it was only 3 or 4 today. I haven't seen a sign for Wichita yet. The next sign town, I see 11 and 65. So about an hour. By 5 p.m. I'll be in the next probably larger sort of town. But I think I saw 1 and 11 miles. See you then. A little late, didn't get to see the approach to the town. And braking. Bazine, established 1887. Bazine. The town looks like it's, yeah, this skirts the main street, looks like. Lawrence. Yep, there's Main Street. It's a right turn. A little gravel. Yeah, there's a little something down there. Could have, but nah, I gotta make some time here. Alexander 8, Great Bend 53. Great Bend sounds like it might be the next big town. Alright, let's see you in 8 miles for Alexander. I'll try and get up a little quicker. It was actually a cool view going up the hill. There's more views here. I mean, they're like silos and it looks like gas well tanks. They're either oil wells or gas wells. Comment below, let me know what they are. And windmills. So there's things to see. Fired it back up, first of all. There's some writing on this mound here. So we're turning into it. I have to slow down for railroad tracks because, yeah, I don't want to hit those at 75 miles an hour. Of course. It's religious symbolism, ladies and gentlemen. That's fine. He's not piloting me. I'm doing a fine job on my own. bud. Thank you. See you in Alexander. Alexander. There's a rest area. I caught it late again. There's a rest area and a little historical marker. Oh, okay. I see the town off to the right there. Right turn across these railroad tracks, or left turn across these railroad tracks. Little shack. There's a school there, though. You can probably see it on the dash cam, on the wide angle. So, that was Alexander. Rush Center 12, which this is Rush County, so Rush Center will be next. I'll try and fire it up a little sooner this time. Move. Is starting to green up a little bit, as they say. I may have hit that parallel line that goes down. There is kind of a line through the center of the country that separates brown from green. The browns and the golds and the reds of the West, and green. Alright. Let's see if we've got enough room here. Center, Kansas. Engine braking prohibited. I have to stop. Looks like some truckers. We got truckers. We got farmers. Junction US 183. Here in the big center of Rush Center. La Crosse, Kansas, Kinsley, Kansas. Greg's. Hey, there's a bar. Greg's Bar. Drink up. And places to sort of kind of get your car fixed. Four Corners Liquor. Rush Center, Kansas, everybody. See you in Albert in 16 miles. At least there's more trees mixed in with the farms. It's still flat, but it doesn't look like a whole lot of nothing. See you in about 15 miles. First hills I've seen since this morning. This might be a good view over this little hill here. guess I could ask my phone, but I'm giving it the day off. Charging it up. Only consulted it briefly a couple times. Alright. See you at Great Bend. I saw truck traffic and vehicles. Uh-oh. He's moving across the tracks. Thought he was coming out. Home at 7. Be a county road. Starting to look like we are making that transition from west to east. Never technically east until you cross the Mississippi. We're at least a day from that, maybe 2, depending on where I decide to mess around. Unincorporated. A little settlement across the tracks there. Dilapidated barn. All the houses are on the other side of the tracks. Factory. Kind of looks like a power plant. Judging from all the, it could be. Let's see. Something. real town with a real stoplight and services. Let's see what services they got on the main road. 453, 92 degrees on the car. Central Daylight Time. Great Bend Veterans Memorial Park. Disc golf. Everything's kind of to the left there. All the park. Everything like that. I don't know, is this the main street? I'm not looking at the map. One of the main streets. Broadway. Well, that's a main street. Yeah, there's another stoplight in the railroad tracks. That's probably... Yeah, and there's another main drag down there. Bikes. Those aren't touring bikes, those are locals. Yep, Broadway was probably the other part of town. Junction 56. Now I may have to consult the map. 96 to the left. Yeah, days in. Okay, 96 to the left. Alright. Yeah, I'm pretty sure 96 goes all the way to Wichita, so I'm staying on it. Oh yeah, there's all the services here, so I may take a stretch my legs break anyway. East US 56. So we're going to have all kinds of services for a while. Brahms Ice Cream and Dairy Store. That's tempting, but Big Bend Travelers Inn. It's 5 o'clock. I technically could drop anchor here. First Kansas Bank. Let's see. Burger King. Let's see. Holiday Inn Express and Sweets. Yeah, the town part was up that Broadway. Asian Fusion, Boba Tea, all the good stuff. Anytime Fitness, Walmart, Arby's, Starbucks. All right, let me pull the plug here and let's stop for a second and decide what I'm gonna do. Nope. Screw it. Let's keep going. You're gonna get fat. Scooter's Coffee drive-through, established 1998. Good on you, Scooter. Of course, it's a real town. It's legit because of Mickey D's. Daylight Donuts on the left. And Applebee's, Freddy's. Wow, this is a real town. This is happening. Travel Lodge. I think it'll be just a good spot here to pop open instead of taking a break. I don't pop open that. Where did I buy this 6-pack? At a Dollar General somewhere. Probably on day 2 or day 3. Here's the last small can of Coke Zero. Yep. I remember but I can't even remember the state. I remember which Dollar General I picked it up in. It's when I got the water, and you know, when I was planning on doing camping. So it must have been like Arkansas. I think it was Arkansas or Oklahoma. Anyway, wow, this is quite the town. I thought I was going to be through this in 2 minutes, but holy moly. Cheers, everybody. Discount laundry. Yeah, maybe the center of town. You know, the center of town's kind of like going right along. Rousseau, St. John's, 281. All right, here's the center of town. Center of town would be left. Ooh, the bike route goes right from there. Yep, downtown is to the left. Big town. I had no clue. Biggest town I've been in today, for sure. Since leaving Colorado Springs. General store. Ugh, gloves. Burger. Tacos Los Primos. I'd get my car washed now, but I'm gonna go further. Handle Bar and Grill. Looks pretty popular. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, but it's 5 o'clock here. In central Kansas. Okay, Bubba. The locals are going around me. Wheatland Electric. EMS Motors. Kiowa Kitchen Mexican food. Yeah, I guess I should have got in front of everybody. Alright, I won't subject you to this. Welcome to Ellenwood, Kansas. Home of yet another grain elevator. Hi, Ellenwood. Ah, Eagles. at that fire tanker. Well, that's cool. Oh, those trucks are badass. The Wolf Hotel and Dining Room since 1894. Oh, what the hell. Let's go take a look at the downtown streets. Look at the brick streets. Okay, you're turning. I'll do this then. Brick streets. How about that? Uh-oh. Well, I can't go back that way. The road's closed. Oh well. Brick Street Garage. That's pretty cool. So how do I get back? Alright, I'll just go down to the services. I may have to stop for a second. And brick streets are cool. The fire department was cool. Aside from that hotel. Red House Pharmacy. Yeah, aside from that hotel, I could have just done a side shot, but okay. Ellenwood Family Foods, little grocery store. What's up with the Casey's General Store? Must be a Kansas thing. Seeing a lot of that. Boo Blue? Drink up. That's cool. Little store there. Little stone facade. That's cool. Now we'll get out of town here, hit the road. I've been enjoying some music, which I haven't been doing because I've been recording the whole time. So a lot of this trip on the way back, I've just been enjoying some music and chilling and look at the clouds off in the distance. I noticed that about an hour ago when they were on the horizon, but I may be out kicking my coverage. That should move on. I don't think I won't get to those storm clouds. If that's the case, I'll I'll have to veer north instead of south. I am not going into bad weather. I'll just have to stay going straight across and go in through the fat of Missouri. Okay, that's it for now. Back to some music for me. Well, I've had to slow down, so let's see what the next town on the Kansas blowout is. Slowed down to 50. There must be an intersection here. Alden, Chase Burton, Co-op Pump. Chase, established 1880. I was off to my left off the railroad tracks there. The town of Chase, Kansas. Back to Kid Leo and Little Steven's underground garage. Co-op. Enjoying my music, but we're coming up to another town here on the Kansas blowout. Lyons city limits. The Lyons Rice County Airport. Ooh. We've got a wide roadway. USDA Service Center. Rice County Safety Complex, all in one. Bomgars, what you need when you need it. Oh, look at all that farm equipment. Ace Hardware. Oh, Pizza Hut. They are jamming here. Is it open? Well, there's a delivery driver. Okay, it's open. Poor Decisions. We have one of those in Bradenton. A few of them in Bradenton, actually. Of course, Drink Up. And your town pharmacy. Wow, Wendy's didn't make it. El Portillo, the Mexican restaurant. Hey, that looks like a little clean motel. Giving a man UPS. Scrambled Sam's. Sonic. Bet that's jamming. Yep, it's jamming. Oh, almost all the stalls are full. Sonic be jamming. Little Subway. Walk right in, get a sub. Lions Inn. If I wanted to drop anchor, that looked like a clean enough room. Nice. Well, that's a nice old house. 92 degrees at 5:32. They've got a DQ. Get me a blizzard. A French silk pie blizzard of the month. Yummy. City Hall and Library. Couple stoplights. Lions is jamming. Look at the town square. Ah, shoot. Oh, well, thank you, sir. McPherson, Ellsworth, Hutchinson. 96 this way, 56 straight ahead. Alright, I said I'm taking 96, so. Oh, I don't know if I want to turn towards those storms, but. To McPherson. 96 goes south to Wichita. Alright. Wichita it is. We'll stay on 96. We'll take the southern component. That'll get me to freeways and stuff like that. Nice little town square there. So that was the quick tour of Lyons. But yeah, Wichita is in sight. 56 goes kind of straight, stays kind of east. This gives me a little bit of a south component towards Wichita. Just in case I want to do Oklahoma City. I have been tempted to stay on 56, but it's okay. Lyons Public Golf Course. Sweet. Salt plant. Going straight on 56. 56 kind of goes to Kansas City. Yeah, it becomes 35 and goes to Kansas City. Wichita hits 35 as well, just going south first. Yep, now this will give me the Oklahoma component if I want it. US 54. Okay. US 50 goes up to, kind of that way too. Interesting. Alright. You heard me calculating and everything. Ourselves a situation. There's traffic coming, so he's got somebody pulled over and he's in the center of the road. Oh, he pulled over a Mustang. Oh, the Lyons local. Bad, what you gonna do, bad boy, bad boy? What you gonna do? Poor Mustang. He's just out having fun. I'm glad I never speed through the towns. Never. Never, never, never. For that reason, far it's let's look. 6,536 miles without a visit from any local law enforcement. Yet. All right. Let's head to Wichita. Clean the bugs on them. Drop anchor and at least decide what we're going to do. Southwest turn. Waiting for the southeast component, or yeah, the southeast component. Broadway exit. Sterling city limit. Sterling College. Myself in the morning for this. And set up for a full 4-lane highway, are you? It's not a freeway. Cool colors on the storm clouds. Those storm clouds have not moved. I don't know if they're moving away, but they've been getting closer, that's for sure. Now if I decide not to Oklahoma City, there's a 50, I think 50 goes across here. And Middle Missouri might not be bad. said, and I'm kind of positioning myself to possibly do an Ohio River drive for the channel. From like the, it's either like the Kentucky side, Kentucky, West Virginia up to Pittsburgh. There's roads on both sides. The north side would be Evansville, I think, Indiana, and Cincinnati. And then the little towns along the Ohio River up towards Pittsburgh, like Steubenville, home of Dean Martin. Boy, the bugs have taken a beating today. If you see that on the windshield. I have been not stopping. And, you know, the last fuel stop, I cleaned them off. Doesn't matter. I'd have to stop every 20 miles to clean off bugs. So I think I am going to make Wichita by nightfall. I make those clouds too. So do I want a car camp? I might just, there's freeways all around Wichita. I might just find a truck stop and chill out. And find a pilot. And stop there. And I think that's the plan. Find a pilot or loves around Wichita. Preferably a pilot. I think we're done with the Mavericks. I think we're too far east for that. Shout out Maverick out there on the out west. Yeehaw! I should have become a Maverick member, even though I probably won't be back west for at least 12 more months, if not longer. Shout out Maverick. Good coffee. Yeehaw. And yeah, that's like the Wawa. That's my Wawa of the West. Yeah, those clouds are getting close. If I run into, I'm not gonna like myself if I run into rain. Behind me is not a cloud. There's been not a cloud in the sky for 400 miles. And I'm running right towards it. Well, I'll definitely stop before I get to it. But yeah, if that's a component of the South, I may not do that, and I'll just continue east and head towards family. I could always spend a few days with the Ohio and Pennsylvania family. I may lean towards doing that instead of spending the money on a shoot with plus hotel. Well, if I'm going to get a hotel though, I might as well shoot. So we'll see. We will see. See where this takes me. Alright, I'll be back. Little update after cleaning off the windows and a lot of the bugs. Still have to find a car wash, but I opted for US 50. I'm still going due east instead of going south to Wichita. Not so sure about Oklahoma City, so not so sure about going south. Well, there's definitely thunderstorms down that way, but I'll find a spot to drop anchor. Still an hour of daylight left, so I can get another 50-60 miles in. See where I end up. There's a freeway coming up. I don't know if I wanted to be in a metro area. Kind of out in the country isn't too bad, so I could stay on 50 and take my chances with one of those little towns and see if I catch, one of these little motels. I may do that. 50 just kind of turns into like the Kansas Turnpike and goes to Kansas City. So, could turn south and head towards Springfield, Missouri, the land of Lincoln. I'm kind of liking that idea. No, I probably should have went a little towards Wichita though to do that, as it turns out here. So I may have to, because the 400, US 400 seems to kind of like go to Springfield. Oh no. What is that? Not many roads go to Springfield. It's kind of a way along the lake, ditching south from where I'm going. What US route is that? Oh, 54. Okay. That's a little south. That's like way into tomorrow though. Yeah, I'm not too far off for that, but if I stay on 50 from this interstate and go north, I might have to go south and catch the 54. Have to see. There's small roads that go across there, but I don't want to do that either. I guess I'll get to the freeway. Probably should have went down to Wichita. Damn it. Oh well. I'd rather stay in the country. I can always go south. Maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll catch a rest area. That's the ticket. I'll just take 50 across. Head south, maybe catch a rest area, or yeah, I'm really in the mood. I took a look at a couple camping areas, but like state parks, there's fees, and you can't reserve one for 2 weeks. It's a weekday. I thought there'd be some camping. There'd be some spots open, but no matter. I'll stealth camp somewhere at one of these exits going, this is kind of rural. Yeah, that's what I'll do instead of going north towards Kansas City. Because I'm not going to get to that turnpike. Before dark on US 50. Let's stay with US 50 till we get the freeway, and then I'll call this video a wrap for today. The Kansas blowout. We are 2/3 of the way through Kansas. So we got from halfway through Colorado and 2/3 of the way through Kansas. Not bad for leaving at 11 a.m. Central Time. Had the morning with my host from yesterday, and could have still been in Colorado Springs tonight, but chose to hit the road instead and sleep in my car instead of a comfortable bed. Oh well. Hotel tomorrow though. Springfield, I don't want to go to Branson, Missouri either. The heck with that. If I'm going to any town in Missouri, it'll be Springfield. Burton with 2 R's, Kansas. Alright, car wash. $2.25. Got the bugs off my car. Where's my golden hour sounder? It's the golden hour. It's that last hour of sunlight of the day. Business district. For what town? Oh, there is a business district there. Oh hell. Oh, I said what town? Yeah, Burton with 2 R's. That's alright. I had a car wash. I'm good. Yeah. Looks like this was the road anyway. That helps. That got all the, I just did the high pressure rinse and got all the dead bugs for now. There comes another one. I'll just start getting them again, but there they are. There they are. Starting a new collection. Wow, I manually got it up to 69 miles an hour. When I hit the cruise, that's where I was at. Beautiful. think I was going to just take a freeway. Walmart, Starbucks. Oh, hey. There's actually there's an option right between the Walmart and the Starbucks. But that's an option for me. But let's go to downtown Newton, shall we? We'll take the main road from the south into town. Looks that way. I'm not on the G map, I'm using my car navigation. Remember this exit, Mac. I might just come back to it here as it gets dark. That Sonic's empty. Like town. The 135 goes around town. First Street. If I go straight through town north on this road, I'll hit the 135 north. I want to do that. It doubles back west. I'm actually going to flip around and take the freeway south. That exit may be at the Walmart / Starbucks. Might be a good parking spot. Newton, Kansas. Grain mill. Very cool old building there. Hey, Amtrak station. That is it. Okay. Business Center. Newton Area Chamber of Commerce. Any cool old downtown hotel? Henderson Chiropractic. The Gathering Church. Mike's Rent to Home. Coffee! Norm's Coffee Bar. Bless your heart. Are there any rooms for rent upstairs? Ooh, Massagey. Etc. Shop. Edward Jones Investments. Child Advocacy Center. Little junk store. Look like a pawn shop. Mennonite Church. Mennonites. Cornerstone Law. Courthouse. Harvey County. Oh, that's not a courthouse, that's a church on the left. County building on the right. That was a fast light. Great. Oh, there's the bike route. It left me for a while. I'm back on the bike route. At US, that 76 is a cross-country bike route. Dillon's grocery store, and a lot of the grocery stores out here. My Walgreens. Don't think there's an on-ramp that way. Nope, that's a... I passed what was 50, although this could be it. Yeah, this could have been old Route 50 where it turned there. But I'm going to go straight up another mile or so out of town. There's North Newton. Might as well see North Newton. Reach for Enjoyment. Anderson Liquors, that's a huge building. Oh, okay. Casa Fiesta. Like the Mexican restaurants are all, yep, they're all pretty packed. Road. Looks like a U.S. highway. It's numbered by Google. By G. Sorry. Has a 3-digit U.S. number according to Gmap. Not signed though here. rest stop. There is one southbound on the 135. Perfect. Alright. I see a rest stop halfway to Wichita, a few miles south here. So, no, US 81. Alright. So, that's it for today. Blew 2/3 of the way across Kansas. Awesome. Take the road to Wichita. I'm thinking Springfield tomorrow. Let me see if I can clear enough room on the cards so that I can shoot some Springfield for you. Take the road less traveled, unlike what I'm doing right now.